Maluku. Maluku is a province in Indonesia. The provincial capital is Ambon City, which is also the largest city in the province. The province covers the southern part of the Maluku Islands. The province is bordered by the Seram Sea to the north, the Indian Ocean and the Arafura Sea to the south, Papua Island to the east, and Sulawesi Island to the west. Before the colonial era, the Maluku region became the axis of the world's spice trade with cloves and nutmeg as the main commodities. This made Maluku, nicknamed the Spice Islands to this day. The Dutch colonialists identified the Maluku region as Den, but after the cloves and nutmeg were completely extracted, this region was called Verleden. The Maluku region is rich with dozens of ethnic groups spread across the archipelago, which is made up of more than 1,000 islands, so that Maluku is famous as the province of 1,000 islands located in the eastern part of Indonesia. The people of North Maluku were previously ruled by several sultans. The sultans had great power and influence from generation to generation, who now left behind a cultural legacy of high value. Jewelry as a complement to the Mantran Lamo clothing, at the traditional ceremonies of the Ternates and Tidores tribes, wearing a headband, datar, a belt made of gold. For women's jewelry is equipped with a necklace, brooch, pin, and hairpin made of gold studded with diamonds. The eastern part of Indonesia is famous for its enchanting natural wealth, especially when it comes to pearls. The seas in the eastern part of Indonesia are the best pearl producers in the world. In fact, one of the most expensive types of pearls, namely the South Sea pearl, comes from Indonesian waters. Thanks to this natural wealth, Indonesia has succeeded in ranking 5th as the largest pearl exporting country in the world. Areas such as Maluku, Aru Islands, Seram, and the Banda region are nicknamed Pearl Island by tourists. This nickname is very appropriate because diving in these waters will almost certainly find shells containing pearls. Maluku has long been known as a world-class pearl-producing area. In addition, West Papua, especially Raja Ampat, which is known for its beautiful underwater scenery, is also one of the pearl-producing areas. However, it is not only Maluku and Papua that are sources of pearls, but also the West Nusa Tenggara, Ntb, area, precisely in Lombok and Sumba, Bali and Buleleng, and East Nusa Tenggara, Ntt, also contribute as the best pearl producers in Indonesia. In addition to pearls that used as jewelry, now Ambonese people have the creativity to turn shells into high-value crafts. Tual City, Maluku, and Kecil Island, in southeast Maluku Regency, are only separated by the Ustek Bridge. In this city, tourists can shop for various marine product accessories. The community, which is mostly fishermen, makes handicraft products from materials from the sea. Typical white iron from Ambon. Necklaces, bracelets, and also rings that are silver in color and often worn by people from the East, even artists and rockers, are all made from white iron. This non-precious metal jewelry is a characteristic of Eastern people, especially Ambonese and Maluku people in general, and is part of the richness of handicrafts typical of Ambon and Ternate, North Maluku. The creativity of turning white iron into trini accessories in the form of necklaces, bracelets, rings, and so on, actually started in Morotai, North Maluku, which was one of the battlefields of World War II. On one of the outermost islands of North Maluku, there are many war relics such as cars, guns, fighter planes, or ships, almost all of which are made of white iron. These war objects left behind by the Allies and Japan have become scrap, so the local people looted all the white iron they had, then processed it into various unique and interesting accessories. The Tanimbar region is famous for its traditional weaving called Taismaran, Taismatin, Taiswangin, which are often worn in traditional ceremonies with religious nuances. This typical weaving is made in the form of a sash, sinunes, on the left shoulder by men, while for women it is equipped with balasu jewelry, a bracelet at the base of the arm, with a head decoration called samelo or somali made from bird of paradise feathers, a necklace called jero with tears and layers and earrings in the form of chains that hang beautifully from the ears.